So happy Thursday and happy social day because it's here, but yeah, we're not going to take it away because it's absolutely working beautifully now. So for those of you guys who actually had set this up prior, it is still functioning. It never stopped working. So if you had set yours up already, you don't have to redo it. So don't worry about that, okay? Anna, you're online. Is it frozen online or is it working online? Okay, great. Laura's, I don't know why Laura's frozen. Okay, so that's the good news. So if you had already set this up, it was always posting in the background. So you don't have to worry about the fact that, oh gosh, did I have to redo anything? Do I have to reconnect anything? You don't. So now we can just do even more functionality with it. Okay, so that's the really great thing about it. So what I want everybody to do first off is go open your hub and you'll see we're going to go right into it. It's the first middle tile and you're going to log into it. Now, before we start, there's going to be some really cool functionality and there's another training today. Lisa, you said you're going to sign on. Is it at 1 o'clock today? When is that?
That one was at 2 o'clock. You had to register. I'm not sure if the link is still out there visible for everybody.
So if you want to, guys, you might want to register to do more stuff today. You can. They will go step by step. And then there's a video that you can also watch it. But it's nice to go live because the actual social-based trainer is the one who's giving it. And you can ask questions.
Register.
You know, really in-depth questions or things that you want to know. That's a really good thing. So if you want to take that, go ahead and register for that today at 1 o'clock. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Let me admit Janet first. Okay. Share screen. Let me make sure that I go ahead and put my participants up here. And then we get Anna in. All right, so as you guys can see right here, it got really quiet, right? So quiet. Right here on your screen. It's my phone. I'm ignoring it. Okay, right here, Social Bay. So when you click on Social Bay, it will open you here. Now, if you've not been logged in before, it may take you through a series of questions first. Now, what I highly recommend, guys, before you set this up, open up your social media sites first. That way it makes it so much easier. I don't know about you, but I don't remember any of my passwords. I mean, seriously, does anybody like, you know, please, I don't remember them, but they're all saved in my computer. You guys all the same way? So if you've got your social media, you've got your Facebook open, your LinkedIn open, you've got your Twitter, your whoever you're going to sign up. Now you must sign into Facebook business page. Okay, you have to, if you want to do any boosting, if you want to do any paid advertising, which you can do here. And by the way, the analytics from that will link into your Facebook business suite. So if you're using your facebookbusiness.com creator suite, the analytics from this will feed into that, which is super cool. The other really cool thing about this is when you do any kind of boosting and you get leads, those leads automatically will be feeding into your hub. So just like if you did it through Boost, same thing. If you do it through Social Bay, it will link automatically into your hub. So this is a really great thing. Okay. So we want to make sure that you have the capability to do any kind of paid boosting if you'd like to. So if you do, you have to do a Facebook business page. And we know that because that's a Facebook rule. You are not allowed to do any advertisement on a personal page with Facebook. So if for some crazy reason, and I think everybody on my team has a business page, but if for some crazy reason you did it, it will prompt you to create a business page here. Just go ahead and do that. All right. Highly recommend that. Then you can sign up your Instagram. Now, the really cool thing with this one is this one actually does different types of posts for Instagram, more video and more heavy photo, because they know that the algorithms are so much better that way on Instagram, because that's really what that platform is for, which we all know. So they actually will combine their posting, and we'll get there when we get to the content section. The content will be shared to Facebook, to LinkedIn, to Twitter on the same days, and only to Instagram on different days because it's different type of content. And that's a really cool thing. So, but you want to make sure that you sign up to Facebook first, because it will not allow you to do an Instagram sign up if you don't sign up to Facebook first. That is a Facebook rule. That is not a Social Bay thing. So when you're putting your accounts in there, sign up with your Facebook, then you can sign up to Instagram, okay? You can sign up to LinkedIn, Twitter. So let's just go ahead and look through. When we go here into our profile. Oh, I got a lot of faces there. Profile. It's a little slow because we've got everybody on. Here you go. Now you want to make sure you set this up. You want to, now everything is going to be feeding in here from what we already have in your hub. Okay. Now I changed my photo here. I decided I wanted to have a different photo than was in the hub. I'm going to be wild and crazy. So another business suit. What? So this is a different page than you'll see that has been created in previous posts, because I switched from what was already feeding over from my hub. You can do that. And it'll ask you, if I say change my photo, it asks you where you want to get your photo from. Do you want to use it from your Facebook profile, or do you want to upload it? So you can change these photos all the time if you choose to do so, just so you know. These are photos that are available. So if one week you want to do it with a Facebook photo, another week you want to do it with a profile. Let's say you want to do it with a team photo. You can change these photos all the time. Okay. Your primary mobile phone number. I don't have one. So if I wanted to actually tell people my number, I could put my number in here. Now, some of these things did not come through. Some of them did, because they have my primary phone number and then they did not have a primary mobile number. You see that? Now, again, yours may be coming over different from Social Bay. So is everybody doing this along with me, I hope? Because it depends on how your profile was set up in the system. Now, sometimes, remember, when you initially got set up in my hub, it was very bare bones. And then probably you and Paige, we all went in there and probably sat down and changed some things. But again, what was the primary number? I hope it's not the office number. Don't have an office number on here. Okay, whatever you do, make sure it's not an office number. Do you want a Google Voice number and your mobile number, or just have both mobile numbers? Okay, but just make sure that these are the best contact numbers. Company phone, I recommend none. Okay, your logo will feed, and I'll show you. Here it is. Okay, the colors from the brokerage feed automatically. You do not have to pull them in. And your email should feed from your email account. But I had a weird one for my leads. So we're going to look at that, because where your lead information goes to, we have to make sure that's correct. Mine was going to some weird Gmail. I don't know where the heck that came from. So and it could be because I had set mine up, right in the beginning. And so maybe some weird thing came in. Obviously not that I care, because like, what was I going to do with the lead? But guys, guess what? I got a lead.
Really?
Yeah, I got a lead, but I didn't get the lead that I know of, because I didn't get the email. It went to some random Gmail that I don't have any clue what that Gmail was. Now, if I would have gone into my Social Bay, I could have seen it, and it probably is in my hub, which you guys know I'm so on top of, right? So, but had it been you guys, you would have been much better about it, right? So let's just be clear on that one. But I'm going to show you that because it was really interesting, and it tells me the data came in. It tells me what she was looking at when she came in. So it's really interesting, but I want us to make sure that the information is very, very accurate as to where the contact lead will go, where they're going to get sent to, because God forbid it is some bizarro email like mine, right? You're not going to be able to follow up as well. Okay, so your display name for public facing marketing. Mine is Carrie Prieto. That really actually has to change for me, guys, because if I'm publicly marketing, this is actually a violation. Because if I'm soliciting DBPR, one of the 3 rules, do we all know the 3 rules of solicitation? You cannot blind advertise. So they must know very clearly, the public, that you are a company. So this site is going to make sure that your broker's name is clear, and next to it, a point of contact, which could be your cell phone, which is probably where they're going to place your cell phone, above, below, or adjacent to. But your name must appear as you are licensed in DVPR. It is not your first name. It is not your middle name. They don't care about either of those. So if I was smart, I should have used Pollock as a middle name. Clearly, we know I wasn't very smart back then. So I actually have to put Pollock here. Really annoying. Because if I don't, I could actually be found in violation if I'm actually publicly marketing, soliciting. Now, if I'm not actually doing a solicitation, it doesn't matter. But just to be safe, because I don't want to be the broker who's caught for violation of DBPR, who trains on social media, right? So I'm going to change that. How ridiculous. But if any of you are like me with multiple last names, you make sure, like Anna, how are you licensed in DBPR right now? Okay, which ones are your last names? So make sure you're using Martin's George to market. Your display email for public facing marketing. I don't have anything. So this is where I would put my, see, these things did not come over. So I purposefully left this so we can do these things together, okay? Your display phone number that will be used for public facing marketing. This is again for marketing. So if I'm going to do any marketing, this is the stuff that's going to get added in. Your bio description used on your single facing websites. So this is where you're going to come in here.
Terry,
Bio.
Terry,
Yes. Hi, Jules.
can I ask a question? On DBPR now, I am Jules Carnero LLC. Do we have to put LLC on it?
No, they don't care about LLC. They only
Okay.
care about the name. The idea is that a reasonable person should be able to locate you in DBPR. So they don't care if you're an LLC, EPA, or anything like that. That's really for legal filings. They want to know that your last name is as it appears.
Okay, thank you.
Now, this bio, guys, is 350 characters. Okay, that is small. A character is not a word, right? I mean, my name is Carrie. That is Carrie. That's 6 characters, right? And that's one word. So this is a shortened bio. This is not the whole story of your life. So now the bio is not how awesome you are. Nobody cares. How many times do I go through your bio and I take out a billion things about what you did in your previous life? Nobody cares. What are you going to do different than everybody else? How are you going to leverage the Sotheby's brand, to Premier Sotheby's, to help people in a unique way? That's what should be in that 350 characters. Okay? Your special superpower. Let's think of that, whatever that is. You know, are you amazing at relocation? Are you incredible at working with first-time home buyers? Do you have is your niche investors? Like, what is it that you do super well? Is it when you're working with sellers, the way you can negotiate, or how you can leverage the international clientele for getting them the best exposure? I don't know what it is, but this is what you've got to think about, because you only have 350 characters. And if you need my help with that, please reach out. I'll be happy to help you on that. But this has got to be strong, because this is what you're marketing with, right? This is what's going to go out on your ads. Everybody with me? Clearly, I'm not putting mine on there yet because I have not given it any thought. But this is going to be about me. I'm going to talk about how, as a broker, what do I bring to the table to help build my team, to help build the brokers, to help the customers, right? So then my signature, and my signature, this is an email signature. So I can leave Carrie Prieto in an email signature, because that's not a marketing thing, okay? If I'm publicly marketing, remember, that means right here, your display name for publicly facing marketing. So if you have my problem, that's where this has to be, but your email's okay. Everybody good? Now, I love this. Ad targeting. We'll use these locations as your default for advertising content. So we can change this. Now, I had this, but this is where you can add cities, and you can add, so targeted audiences. So I could say Windermere, Windermere, England. That's special. Let's not do that one. I could add in there if I'd like to. Why did it only let me add one? Did I hit because oh, 3 or more characters. That's weird. Housing ads on Facebook. Cannot target by zip code. So we can use this, by the way, when we're going to be setting up our ads, we can create a target each time. And they usually let you go up to 5 different, or I think a multitude of locations actually. So I'm not gonna maybe worry about the ad targeting yet. This is your personal website and your IDX from your website. Now, I left it as the same as the front page because we have our IDX feed, the search on the front page. But if you wanted to create a special page where the search is, you could then create another page here. Everybody with me? But in reality, if you go to that front page, that is where start your search here, right? That is where the IDX feed lives. Everybody with me? Okay. Everybody good so far in your profile? Okay, now they're going to create the content based upon your areas of specialty, based upon your listings. Now, this is going to be interesting, but first you got to connect these different media networks. So I connected my Facebook business page, and you can connect multiples if you have, like, say, a team page and then a personal business page. But these are your business pages, okay? So I've connected my business page. And then because I have a business page, I can connect my Instagram page. Now, what have I always said, those of you who've taken social media from me? If you have an Instagram page, don't have a personal one. You want to be a creator, have a creator account on Instagram. It will allow you to do so many more things. And that also allows you, when you go to, we're just going to do this really quick, business.facebook.com, that shows you the analytics combined. So what's really cool is that when we happen to use these ads, and they will do an ad that will be across, and you can do an ad combination just like on Boost, or it could be Facebook, Instagram, and the web. It will actually take that analytic and feed it through to this page through your Meta Business Suite. So you'll see here, when I get into my Meta Business Suite, I can see in my Meta Business Suite right here on my Insight page, it has combined my Instagram and my Facebook, but it will only do that if you're a creator on your Instagram account. Does everybody know what I'm talking about with that? Does anybody have any questions on what I mean by being an Instagram account? I mean, a creator on Instagram. All right, if you do, let me know, because if we have some time at the end, I can touch on that. But see here, it gives you the results on how so you're going to get analytics on both pages and different types of analytics on both this page, which is your Meta Suite, as well as the Social Bay, which is super cool. It tells me the activity that's happening on my Facebook and the activity that is happening on my Instagram. It can tell me my goals, my results. You can view all your insights. So your Instagram posts, who's it reaching, what's happening, my audiences, my followers, how much am I paying, am I, what I'm trying to accomplish. And you can tell you your overview, the type of content. If you want to auto schedule, which we're not going to do from here because we're going to auto schedule, which is really cool, from Social Bay. Everybody with me on that? Twitter, I tweet all the time thanks to things like Social Bay and Flipstack, but I, have actually never sat and tweeted myself because you can't be everything to everybody, but it is good to have a social presence, right? So here I've connected that. My LinkedIn is connected. There it is. And I also have connected my YouTube. So those are the things. I do not have a LinkedIn business page. I don't know how I feel about that. I've not decided if I feel that it's worthwhile or not. I have mixed feelings. So I will get back to you if I feel it's important. But anyway, so these are the ones that I've connected. So again, for you to connect them, the best thing in my opinion is to have them open already. And then when you connect it, it automatically links. If you don't do that, you better remember your passwords because you got to actually type them in. That's the bad part. I know. It's so much better to just have them open and then it automatically links it. Everybody good? Any questions on that? Okay. Now this is super cool. Being the broker of all and the owner of none, it didn't really help me any, but really cool for you. Listings. So here you can put in all of your listings. So if you have a listing, you enter your MLS ID. This is where the bummer is for me because I don't have any. But if you have an MLS ID, you can sync it right here. It will automatically create all sorts of really cool posts for you. And if there's any change in status, if you're having open houses, these are all free posts. Now you can choose to boost these if you want to, but this will automatically create these posts with your name, with branded stuff to our company, to you. They're awesome. And they will post out to all your sites automatically. They will create on Instagram reels for you. Jules had one. It was really nice, right, Jules? I remember yours was nice. She's silent right now, but hers was nice. But you have to put in your MLS ID number here, okay? So enter, we will use this number to find your unique agent ID so we can sync your listings. So this is the bummer. So if I typed in, 261. See, that's not me. I have no listings. So you guys can put your listings there.
It says, oops, I cannot connect, I cannot have access to your list.
No? Go to listings. You can hit go to listings, and then your listing should also automatically connect here. Yeah, hit the go to listing button. The little one, let me see. What's your MLS ID? Enter the MLS ID of one of your active listings. Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what you have to put in.
No, I thought it was the listing.
The MLS ID for your listing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Here,
Oh,
got it there. I copied from my listing.
oops, looks like we don't have access to the thing. Select your MLS. Oh my God. Seller.
There.
Continue. What is the listing? Okay. Okay. So here's all listings. User created. Let's see. So we have someone, anybody been able to find their listing yet? Was it connected to you?
Yes. I put the MLS.
I did. Do we hear someone else?
Yeah, I got mine. too.
Oh, you did? You found it? Okay. So I don't have any. That's the bummer. I wish I did. And then you can turn on, which I highly recommend, auto posting. Okay. When you turn on the auto posting, if there's any status changes, and then it shows you right here. Look at this. This is so cool. Let's move this out of the way. Schedule a listing post right here. So let's say this isn't me, but who's listing?
Ours.
Oh, this one's you?
Corina and me.
Okay. So if I say schedule a listing post,
Ken and me.
actually, as a broker, I can schedule a listing post. Oh, my page is unresponsive. Really? It's really annoying. Let's reload it. I overwhelmed my page. So you guys turned on your auto posting? Now, it's still unresponsive. Come on, wait. The other thing, you can also post about other company listings. And that's what's really nice too. Let's say you saw a really nice one in the company, you can post about it. Yep, you sure can. Hold on, let's see, let's get there. Okay, so let's say I wanted to schedule a post. Is it gonna let me? Still going. Yeah, this is super cool. You can select everything you like about it. There's all sorts of customizable templates. Look at these.
Can edit.
Yes. See, to your point, Anna, this is so nice. And they're all going to be branded in the right thing. So if you wanted to do a just listed, home for sale, like whichever ones you like, if it's just sold, whatever kind of ones that you want to do, preview, just listed, whatever you like. Let's do this one. Let's look at this.
Register for webinar.
Do the same thing? Okay, good. Oh my goodness, it's so slow. You know me with my patience, it's like not good. Okay. But notice, this is not my listing. We all know that. And they've put my name, the information about the home. They listed it as Carrie Pollock Prieto because I put that on there, that it has to be marketed like that, right? The name of my company. Now, this should be with our logo somewhere. I'm sure they'll put our logo on here. And you can put on here too, you know, if you're going to have making edits on here. So like, let's say we like it, we can say select. And maybe I don't want to say just listed, maybe I want to say open house. Maybe I'm going to do an open house for you instead, right? And this is the cool thing. So like, let's say we have decided we're thinking as a company, we want to use the second week of every month to do a company-wide virtual open house, to put all the assets of the company behind doing a virtual wide open house for the whole company. So it's something that everybody can look forward to be participating in, and knowing that the company is going to have all these assets. Now, I want you guys to be aware that to do that, you have to fill out a form that the company knows you're doing it so that they can get some more assets behind you. Because if you don't fill out the company form, they're not including you on the company assets. Do you guys know that? Are you filling in the company WUFU form? It's a company virtual open house form you have to fill in. So if we don't fill that form in, so we're going to figure that out. I'm going to talk to Caroline about that today. Cindy, remind me, I'm going to talk to Caroline about the virtual open house form, okay? Yeah, but not only for virtual, but for a regular open house. When you're doing an open house, you have to fill in this form. Otherwise, you won't go into all of our sites. Like, we don't know that you're doing it. So you're not getting boosted on everything. Yeah.
Where do you move it back?
Well, we're going to make sure that you get everything. The great news is we have a new regional marketing manager. Her name is Claire. She's already in training. I saw her yesterday. She's super excited to get started. She's really good. She has real estate experience. Obviously, she's new with us, so she has training to do, learning all of our systems, but she's a real quick study. We want to make sure she has enough time to get, you know, really onboarded with us well. But I think it's going to be really, really helpful because we're going to really have somebody to help guide us to make sure we're not missing out on opportunities, like getting the information and the backing of the company on these things, right? Because what a great opportunity. But I'm going to tell you, Naples in the last open house weekend, they had 208 open houses. We had 26. That's like crazy, right? So, and we have 96 listings, so there's no reason that we should have only had 26, right? So I'm just saying, but I think it's because we might have had more, we just didn't know that we should be filling these forms out, right? I bet we had a lot more, we just didn't know, so we're gonna make sure. No, the whole weekend. But I think we just don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna make sure that we do know moving forward. So let's go ahead, open house. So I just want you to see, guys, this is super easy. It's almost like a built-in Canva, right, into this platform. You see what I'm doing? Changing the open house. Now, I don't know, you know, you might want to change some of the words here. You might want to say, come for the drawing, come for the da-da-da, you know what I mean? You can change anything that you want to say here, whatever you want to do. Let's say, get it exactly like you like it. Okay, change however you want it to look. And then you got lost where? So once you choose the template, you then go into this edit mode. And in the edit mode, you can pick the pictures, you can add some elements to it. Let's look at this. It's like Canva. See? You can upload things, you can change the background if you want. You can add a QR code that brings them to a new site, that brings them to register, pre-register for a drawing, right? If you wanted to add a QR code, here's paste the URL to the QR code. And maybe the QR code is the thing on your website where you say pre-register for the drawing, right? So it just depends on what you want to add onto this, but this is so great. Here's our colors, which we already know. We want to add our logo, so let's add our logo in. Premier Sotheby's. Let's put that in the bottom over here. Sweet, look at that. It's already on here, right? So whatever we want to do, it's already preset. Or maybe we want to put that in a little bigger on the top. It's really like a mini Canva, you see what I'm saying?
Hey, Carrie.
Yeah.
Could they somehow upload, I don't know if it would if you would find it helpful or not, but when I do the open house flyers for the financing side of it, could you just take a block that kind of shows some potential financing too, or a link if they wanted to know more?
You know,
about
we could do a
that?
QR code to say, to see all the awesome financing options, click, scan here, and then it could go to what you give us for financing, and then that could be great.
And then how do I create a QR code? though?
We create the QR code, you give us where it's gonna go to.
Oh, okay.
See? So here's the URL, you just tell us where it's gonna go.
Okay.
And we're just gonna put the QR code right down here. So we'll say for some awesome financing options on this home, to possibly buy this home with no money down, whatever. See, and we add the QR code right there.
Okay, cool.
And we, you know, would say right next to it to add the text. Let's add some insert body text right here. Did I add the body text? Where's the body text? Insert body text. Oh, I did up top. And I'd say right down here. Let's make it bigger, like 40. And I'd say maybe to find out, can you even see this here? This is too tiny, I think. I did like a tiny one, let's see.
And is this where you would do when you got, you know, when we did the extravaganza with everybody doing the Zoom at the same time? thing?
Yep.
Would you do a link here or you do a whole separate thing?
No, well, we could create one here and then everybody shares it, sure. Absolutely. This is because this is a new thing that we have, right? So this is could be used for so many things now. And we can make this white and we can say for the best financing options, scan below, right? And we can make that to the left. And maybe make that 40. Oh, that's way too big. There we go, or something like that, right? Move that over slightly. There you go, something like that. So you get it however you want it to look. Okay, we love it, fabulous. And now we can go back and we can say, we love it. And now we want to go ahead and we want to run with this sucker. And we want to say download. We want to do this as a JPEG. Right, and now it's going to download this. And now we have this piece that we can use to see, downloaded it right there. We go back to template section. And now when we want to create our content, right? So now we're going to go back to back. And we want to create a custom piece. Now we just upload this because we've already created it, right? So we could have just edited a piece they already have, or we could just create our complete own. Everybody with me? So we can go ahead and say, let's do this. By the way, here's some company listings. Now we have our listing flyer all ready to go. How nice is that, right? So we have listing flyers that we create. So you can create flyers right from the page. You can create posts right from the page. And then you can see the company's listings right from the page. So if you want to share those, you can. So right here from this action, you can schedule a post or schedule an open house right here from the company listing. So if I wanted to look for someone's listing, what's a listing that anybody have here? What's your listing? 89. No, zip code.
347.
Oh, is that the one we just saw? So I could pull up the listings that we have. And then whatever the listing is, let's say I'm going to do this one. I can say, go ahead, schedule an open house. And right from here, is it a virtual or is it an in-person? Okay. And now what day is it? And when is it going to start? So let's say I'm going to do this one on Saturday. It's an in-person one. It's at 11:30 to 1:30. Continue. I cannot create one for this. Okay, it's not gonna let me do that. All right. But that's where you would go ahead and, I don't know why I cannot. Whose is it? Oh, it's Dawn. I can't create it on Dawn. But this is where you would create it. Also, I can schedule a post right here. Oh, it's pending. Yeah, that'll do it. Here's active. Whose is this one? Oh, it's Dawn's. I'm going to schedule it on Dawn's again. Jules, what's your listing? Is it you? Okay, yeah. Is it active?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Oh, no. Hold on. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, give me your zip. It's 32832. 32832. Okay, apply. So this is, if I don't have the listing, but I want to do an open house for you or something like that, or I want to schedule a post for you, you said I can. It's, JJ McElhaugh on there? No, Hannah, why is yours not showing? Oh, 32, what is it?
16219.
But it's 32832, right?
Yeah,
Why isn't that showing here? What's the MLS ID?
06099 006.
It's weird. That is weird. I don't know why I'm not seeing that one. Strange. I see Ohana's. Ohana, are you on? Okay, so let's say I wanted to schedule a post for Ohana's listing. I can go ahead and see, this is where you can edit it. To your point, Anna, are you looking for a home in Orlando area? If so, check. So where is it? Is this in Eagle Creek? So if I don't want to say, are you looking for a home in Orlando area? Are you looking for a home in Eagle Creek? The best area. The best, how about the best community in the Lake Nona area? Right? There you go. If so, check out the listing below before it's gone. Give me a call or for more information. See, so you can say that for sale, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Now, if you don't want to say all these things, you can change all this. And then it gives you a link to the page on the website. And let's see where this is going to go. So we can take a peek and see where they're going to send them. Now, I'm going to say, if it's not going to send, it's probably going to send them, let's see where it sends them. I might want to send it to my website where the listing lives. This is sending them to for a private showing, schedule a private showing with my name on it. Okay, that's good. Curious to find out what your home is worth. So they also have landing pages. It always has to. That's a violation if they don't. So there you go. So I like it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So if I want to go, if I want to include my content signature, then I can say continue. And then who do I want to post this to? I don't know if you guys have all groups, brokers only, agents only. You probably don't have those things. I'm a broker, so I have a different account than you. All networks, Southeast Orlando. I don't know if you have all the agents. I don't know if that you may not have those things. I don't know if you have your distribution areas. I don't know if you have, when you post it, who it goes that you can post to. Anybody have yours? Like when you say who to post to, who goes to post to, just maybe your social sites. I can't say because I haven't seen just an agents. That's the only problem having a broker when I don't know what yours looks like. But this is where you can change all of this. Now, if it were me, I would probably change a lot of this. I would probably add a bunch of emojis, right? You can upload more images here if you want, change the template if you want. See, this is where they have different templates. Do I want it to look like that? Do I want it to look like, see, this is super cool. They have different templates that you can see what it looks like. You just scroll through them. Isn't that nice? And you pick the one that you like. Now, these are the free ones, but then you can also do the pay for ones. Okay. So let's cancel that. I don't want to continue. So I'm going to say back. Turn it off. Yes, I'm sure. Okay. So that's just the listings that you can share. Okay. Everybody good with me there? Now I want you to see this. This is so cool. Leads. Are we good with time? When you're just posting, and we're gonna look at
Carrie?
Yeah.
Carrie,
Yes.
do you mind going back? I did not see where you clicked. I'm sorry.
Sure. In terms of just for the lead listing, that's just for
Yes. How did you get to the screen that you are right now?
Oh, sure. Well, when it loads. So on your left-hand side, you see you guys don't have recruitment, but you have leads under landing pages.
Okay.
See if it works.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so those are.
I did not create this person. So on March 26th, when this was hidden from my page, Nicole Val, whoever she is, went to my page. She downloaded the guide, Seller Guide to Modern Living Rooms. So this is the other cool thing, guys. This site is creating downloadable guides for you. Buyer guides and seller guides. And people are downloading these things, and then we're getting their leads. We get their contact information because they have to give it to us to download the guides. But this lead went to some random Gmail, which I don't even know what the heck it was. And so, and because this was hidden right from our pages, because I signed up, because Jules signed up and I couldn't let her beat me. So
Oh, police. Oh, police.
I was like, what? You signed up? I've got it in there now. But no, it was so cool. We're like, oh my gosh, nobody showed us. So we had to get in there, right? But then it disappeared. So it was still posting and doing its job clearly, but we didn't know about it. So I mean, somebody could follow up with her, Nicole Val. I mean, obviously she was interested in downloading seller guides to modern living rooms. Anybody would like her, you're more than welcome to that lead. You want her? Go ahead.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Nicole VACAV at yahoo.com. There you go, Anna. Okay. But view more information. Let's see what they give me. She goes by Nikki. She's a confirmed homeowner. And I don't know what her purchase price is, but you know what?
You never know.
Yeah, you don't know. Now, what's interesting is because I'm a manager, I can see when you guys get leads. So I see that Anna was playing around and giving herself leads.
I was.
Yeah, but I think that's super cool. Don't you guys agree? Now, here's the landing pages, guys. They create landing pages for you. So you saw from that listing, right, that if you click on the link, it goes to that page, which was the page about the home. But it also had to find out about how much your home is worth, right? That is a landing page. They create a bunch of landing pages for you, which we'll get to maybe not. No, we clicked on it. How much is your home worth? And gosh, come on. Home value, contact, downloadable guides. Those are the 3 different landing pages and different content type of things that they're giving.
Are
Okay.
you seeing leads? No.
No, landing pages. It's above
Oh, yeah.
leads. So these are already created for you. If you don't like the look of them, you can change them. I'm not recreating the wheel here. So I'm like, okay with them personally, but see, you can create your own customized home valuation pages if you'd like. You can hit create new.
Where about?
On the left-hand side, you see listings, it's right below that. You could enter your name, Carrie. Now, because this would be a solicitation, right? I would have to put Pollock Prieto. I know, what a pain in my neck. And then I could create blah, 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 and create my own page. But I'm not really gonna go through this whole thing, guys, to be honest. But see, you can create how much is your home worth. You can create what you want it to look like. You can upload your own pictures. You could do whatever you want. But, you know, do we need to do that? I mean, you know, it depends on how much you have time on your hands. I mean, I personally think their little pages are fine. Your call. Okay, I'm going to go back because making these pages might take time and bandwidth. So instead, you can pick the one that you set as your default. You see up here, I've chosen this lovely one right here, default page. So you just pick the background that you like. If you like this kitchen, maybe, okay, I'm going with this kitchen now. Now the kitchen's my default page. You can change it as many times as you want. Yes, make that my default. So you can change your default pages anytime you want to. But if you feel like it, you feel like changing and you want it to be this cool modern looking thing, you want to, whatever you want, a ranch stuff, you can change your valuation pages as much as you like. Okay. That is your home value page. Now the other page, let me maybe get to it, under landing pages is contact. That's a contact page. Let's look at that real quick. Maybe. And this is a ready to use contact form. This is the one that they give you, looking to buy or sell a home. And then they have the action, and it has the basic information in here. That's the standard. If you want to change it and say, looking for your next, on your next journey, right? You want to change the words, you want to customize this, which would probably be a good idea because we could definitely make it more Sotheby's. This is where you do this. You create it right here. I don't think this would be a bad one. If I was actually going to take the time to change one, I probably would change this one because, you know, these words are kind of standard and we can make them a lot more enticing. And then here are the downloadable guides. Let's click on that. And these are just cool because let's face it, everybody wants to download things for free. I am a huge person that like downloads things for free. And I know it's all lead capture, that people are just trying to get my information, but I don't care. Honestly, I was driving here and there was something about a free book about, I don't know, something with the economic industry, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, if I wasn't driving, I'd probably text with the free book. I mean, and the reality is I probably won't even read it because who has time? But, you know, let's be honest. I mean, you know, but it's just interesting, right? So look, the guide to selling your home, so they have different guides to selling your home. The seller guide, they have the modern living room, the dining room table, like all these different things, right? These are really cool ones. And the guide to buying home. So they basically create different ones on buying homes and selling homes. And they're just variations of, right? And then you could create your own downloadable guide pages. This is another place I would put time in because to me, this is good lead capture. So if you can create some custom downloadable guide pages, that is some great content. 5 quick tips to help you sell your home quicker. 5 things to make your home more appealing on the curbside, you know, whatever, things like that. 5 tips when making your offer more appealing, you know, things that, you know, doesn't give away what we do, but just can kind of just build our value a little bit more. Those are things that I would maybe create as guide pages. People want to know that stuff, right? And we could create some cool little downloadable pages. So those are the 2 ones that I would change. Some quick little form, the contact form page, and then of course the downloadable pages. Everybody good on that one? Okay. The last thing I really wanted to show you guys, which is super cool, is when you go to your content calendar. Once a month, they will set up, they'll tell you the date too, and they'll set up the content for the next 3 weeks. So today, because you see right up here, it tells me, oh no, well, yeah, today is the day. And then the next May 20th will be the day. They'll put out the content for the next 3 weeks. So I know 3 weeks ahead what all my content's going to look like. That's super cool. So here today, have you ever visited this art gallery? I can preview my post. This is what's going out today.
What is it?
Hmm? Well, you just
Oh,
started
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
So you will,
Uh-huh.
right? Because it's just starting to create. And I have more things probably because I've created more connections. So the more sites you connect, the more content you'll have posted for you, right? But here you go. This is scheduled to go out today at 2:50. Have you ever visited this art gallery? Local cultural spots. This is a really cool thing, and it's from Yelp.com. This is going to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now, if I want to edit this post, to your point, Anna, I just click right here to edit. So I can edit any of these posts, add my hashtags, change and add some extra content or say something personal that I wanted to say on it. Add another hyperlink, right? So if have you ever visited this art gallery? If I wanted to say something instead of have you ever visited this, are you an art aficionado? Is this art guy, have you ever had the opportunity, whatever, if you wanted to change that. This is the link to see the thing of the biz. This is their article about it, right? That's the description about it. That's the title, but you could change any of those things. You could upload a new image. If you don't like that image about local cultural spots, maybe you want to put something, a Sotheby's thing out there. You can change any of these things. And so to your point, if you want to make sure it looks more like you can do that.
Everything.
Yeah, it's nice, right? And then tomorrow, what you'll see is, because I know that today is going to be the Facebook stuff, this is going to be more Instagram, right? So this is scheduled, you see, for Instagram. And this is a local market update. And this one's for 34747. So I've put in there a bunch of different zip codes where all my offices are located. So it's giving me market updates for different areas. So this is the houses of the previous week and the condos of the inventory of the previous week. Now, this is really cool. Here's the current inventory for this market. The metric represents how many homes in the market are currently on the market right now. I might want to go in there and say, this is compared to last year at this time. And what does it mean? Right? Because what does that mean? Is it up? Well, it does say it's up from the previous week, but is it up from the previous year? Is it up from the previous month? Does it mean the standing inventory that prices are dropping? Or does it mean that buyers just have a little bit more choice, but the prices are definitely not dropping because we have more buyers now than we've ever had, right? So if it me, and I actually was going to take some time to do something here, which maybe I should, right? I probably would go in there and say a little bit more about what that actually means to the buyers and sellers. Because it's an interesting piece of data, but it doesn't really tell people anything. Unless you're following the market and you understand what happened in relation to the data last year, last month, right? Because otherwise it's just a piece of information, which doesn't give you a snapshot really of anything. Does that make sense? So, oh, Maria Smith, shoot, she had to jump off and I wanted to give her stuff. So here's another thing. Another great piece of content that I would use on Social Bay is Maria Smith's content about, for example, her home buyer program. I was going to have her talk and share, and she was on for that purpose, and I got carried away and didn't get over there. Now she jumped off. So, for example, in 32832, you can buy a home, no money down with no private mortgage insurance. So even though the rates today are 6.25, and as we know, the Fed is meeting next month, you guys know the Fed is meeting the beginning of May, and it is estimated that they're going to meet 3 times more this year, I think. And it is estimated that they probably will raise rates again next month. However, they hope and think that the Fed will probably hold straight for the next following 2 meetings. We don't know. But even with that said, maybe it goes up to, who knows, 6.75, let's say. I don't know. Nobody knows, right? Let's say it goes up a couple basis points. Maybe it goes 6.5. But if you can buy with no money down and no private mortgage insurance, everybody knows that the PMI is a couple $100 in your payment, right? And the money that you're not putting in the down payment allows you to have some extra money in your pocket so you don't feel so cash poor. Because that's where people feel really tied and scared if they're cash poor. So if they're able to qualify without having to come out with all their money, they have the reserves and they feel okay with the payment because they're saving it really on the PMI. Now they're putting themselves in a much better position. You see what I'm saying? And, let's be honest, a couple of years ago, 6.5, 6.75 was pretty normal. I mean, yes, we have for the last 4 years all have lived through some wonderful mortgage rates that were, let's be honest, unbelievable and never seen before, right? They were historical. But was it realistic? 6.5 is not, horrible. 13.5, that's pretty bad, right? But people still bought homes at 13.5. So if you could be comfortable in a payment because you're saving on the PMI, what a great opportunity, don't you agree? And it's in the non-conforming market, so you're not in a jumbo, but I think we have a lot of things in this price point that are there. Don't you agree? So that's a great thing to do. And then you could do a part of the post could be the hyperlink, the QR code that sends them to your website with more information. Not to Maria,
Right.
to you, so that you can have that conversation first. Talk to them more about what their hopes and dreams and aspirations are, about where they want to go. And then you connect them to Maria. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, I think we've covered a lot about Social Bay. Do we have any questions? For more in-depth stuff, I mean, I think you pretty much know basically how it works, how to set yourself up. That you can do. They'll cover more of the boosting the paid ads. We kind of ran out of time, but they do have that on here as well. I just really wanted to get through. They also have on the main page some really great kind of quick video guides on how to things right here. And they also have at the very top, which for some reason, like not letting me get to the top, which is super, super weird, right? Why can I not get to the top of my screen? Here it is. You see here, you have how can we help you? And you actually have a help center. So if you wanted to search for specific topics that you didn't necessarily see there, you could do that too. But really, really cool. Any questions about anything kind of that you want to ask? Anybody?
What did the new ladies learn?
Oh, she's already started, but she's in training. So she's going to be in training for the next few weeks because she's down in Naples training. I'm going to be having a meeting with her on Zoom on Friday to kind of, talk to her a little bit about like my expectations, her expectations. She will be coming to every one of my trainings on Mondays in Dr. Phillips because I think it's important for her to see the kind of things that I'm offering with the team. And then she'll be in the office in Lake Nona every other Thursday. So she will be on site every Monday.
In May.
No, not in May. She's in training. Plus in May, I'm not. I remember I am going to Europe. May 6th to the 21st, I will be in Switzerland. Then we're going to head to Budapest. Then we're coming back and we're going to Germany and Austria. So we're going to have so much fun. And yeah, it's going to be great. And so obviously I've got my wonderful administrative team, Cindy, Jill, and Caroline assisting me for all of your admin needs. And then for any broker questions, contract questions, I have my dear friend, Sandy Waterbury out of Tampa. So you can ask her for any questions on contracts. She's really strong on contracts. So, mhm.
You were gonna provide us.
No, I expect you to remember. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You always need.
Yeah. So I just want you to know that you'll be well covered. But yeah, but so she's going to be taking the time during May, but probably towards the end of May she'll get more ramped up. But I'll have better information after I talk to her on
Right.
Friday anyway. Kind of knowing her training schedule and all that. Yay! So, but I just want you guys to know what's kind of going on. So as you guys know, Monday we are doing, what are we doing? Oh, I'm not here. I'm in G&E, right? Yeah, I'm in G&E. Monday, I'm in G&E, and yeah, and then, oh gosh, the whirlwind. And then Thursday, I'm at the Aura Awards ceremony. I hope you guys all meet me there. That will be on the 27th. So, and then I head off to Europe. So crazy! Yay! So looking forward to helping you with all. No, I lied. Then we'll have the following week. I will be here for a week, and then I do think I have training already in the calendar. But I look forward to helping you guys get all started on Social Bay. I think it's an awesome tool. I know you guys will love it. Like I said, there's training today at 1. And Corina, did you say tomorrow at 11 too?
Yeah.
and tomorrow at 11 as well. So if you want more training, there's going to be plenty of training, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. And once you really set it, it's kind of a set and forget. But if you want to edit it, if you want to manage it, you can use it for as much or as little as you want. It will be doing its job. Just make sure that you do have your information in there correctly, because if you get leads,
Mhm.
you won't even know it if it's not set up correctly. All right, guys. Well, have a great rest of your day. See ya.
Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Carrie. Bye-bye.
Bye.